Hi folks, it's Andy. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the Kendo Show. Today we're going to be looking through the program from the upcoming All Japan Women's Championships that will be happening this weekend, which is the 19th of September 2021. If you're watching this in the future, I thought we'd have a nice informal look through it. I'll take you through sort of some of the main points that it makes or says, and a look through all the players and what have you. So yeah, let's get into that. So as I said, this is going to be quite an informal video, as if we're sort of looking through this program together. I'm going to sort of give you some ideas. Obviously, it's all in Japanese, of what sort of is written inside. And there's a short, like I say, introduction to each of the players. Maybe I can highlight some of the players, ones that are worth watching out for. Of course, I'm going to miss some people. So sorry about that. If there's a particular person you're supporting and I don't sort of highlight them enough, I'll try and go through everybody as much as I can though, but I don't want to keep you here all day. Now, before we jump in though, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that. But most importantly, if you like the videos that I make, whether it's this one, other ones like it, instructional videos, which there's more of coming very, very soon, or our weekly Kendo Rant show, which is where I take questions from you guys, then you've got to shop at KendoStar. KendoStar.com is my website, of course. It sells amazing, wonderful, brilliant Kendo equipment, but don't take my word for it. Look at our Trustpilot rating. We're one of the highest stores, not just in Kendo, but actual e-commerce stores rated on Trustpilot. We're by far the best rated Kendo store, I'm sure of that. And even ask around in your dojo. I'm sure there's people in your dojo using our kit, and I'm sure they've been very happy with what they've bought and the service that they've received. So get to KendoStar.com. Right, let's have a look at this. So this is the 60th All Japan Women's Kendo Championships, which will be happening in Nara Prefecture, and that's this year, which is 2021, on the 19th of September. So very nice cover, lady doing Jordan. It's cool. As is the case with most Japanese tournament programs and brochures, you get a copy of the Kendo no Rinen, the concept of Kendo, and the Kendo Shuren no Kokoro Gamae, the purpose of practicing Kendo. I'm sure we all know that off by heart at this point. You also get a copy of the Kendo Shido no Kokoro Gamae. So this is the approach to the instruction of Kendo, and this is a less popularized piece. It's not quite as well known as the other one, of course, but it is very important. And this is what, like, they ask you to write like your essay question on when you do like your Shogo exams. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's the trophy. Introduction from the Kaicho of the sort of president of the All Japan Kendo Federation, Inagawa Sensei. I think you read that. I'm pretty sure that's right. Other messages just from all the the top brass of the Taikai. Then we've got like the sort of layout of how the Taikai will be run and everything like that. This explains the sort of rules of the Taikai in terms of entry, the sort of time frames that will happen. These are all of the organizers of the tournament, so all the people that will be involved in the running of the tournament, like your top table and all that, and then things like the people taking the time. I think they're down here. Each Shiaijo's timers and stuff and all that sort of thing. All the Taikai what they call kankeisha. And now here's a great one. This is a good page, and I was really pleased to see this. This is the Shimpan. So we've got obviously 3 Hachidan senseis here. They're all Hanshi. And we've got Miyake sensei, Tsukamoto sensei, and Sato sensei, who will be acting as the Shimpan Shunin for each, I guess, of the Shiaijo. I guess there's 3. No, there can't be 3 Shiaijo, but there'll be sorry, Shimpan Cho. He'll be the Shimpan Cho, and these 2 will be the Shimpan Shunin for each court. Okay, and then if you notice, all of the Shimpan, all of the actual referees are all female, and this is I'm not sure if this was the case last year. It could well have been, but it's definitely very, very recent. So that's great. It's a great thing for women's kendo. It's great to see many previous competitors in here as well. Some very, very famous sensei. I don't know all of them. We've got Shinzato sensei though here, who's she was a member of the Japanese team. Very, very fantastic kendoka. I think she's a teacher at Nittaidai, I think. But yeah, she's Kendo Kyoshi. So they don't list the dan grades here. They just, and even here they don't list the dan grades. They just actually list the shogo. So these just say Kendo Hanshi, and these say Kendo Kyoshi. So it's just based on the shogo in this case. We've got Fukuda sensei here. Has been in the All Japan Ladies Championships many, many times. Ogata Yuki sensei is very, very fantastic sensei. I've practiced with her at her school several times. Very, very kind to me. So a very important sensei to me. And Shimokawa Mika sensei as well. Just a fantastic kendoka. One of the best kendoka in the world. As I'm sure many of these senseis are. I'm only highlighting ones who I particularly know. I'm sure there's there's a fantastic level amongst those who I haven't mentioned. And then this is the layout of the sort of how the Shimpan will work. So on court 1, there'll be 3 teams of 3 Shimpan for each court. Okay. And then this is a really interesting page, and I think it's fantastic that they've included this. This says it's basically the state of women's kendo. So they give a sort of talk here of this kind of history and the current situation in regards to women's kendo. And it's great that they've done that actually. And I think it shows that the Zen Kenden is starting to put some effort in. Whether it's enough or not, I don't know, but start to put some effort into promoting kendo with women, which is great. We've got there's a little bit of statistics here, but they're repeated down here. It says here as well that the highest grade held by women at the moment is 7th dan. And as of March this year, there's 612. I'm sure that we're going to see Hachidan soon, very soon. And I see this actually as a sort of sign that the All Japan Kendo Federation does have the positive attitude towards promoting women's kendo. Like I say, whether it's enough or not, I don't know, but I don't think they're looking to suppress it. That's the whole point of this sort of page. And then about 6th dan, there's 1,392 people who are registered females as 6th dan. And then another interesting thing is it says that there was 22,970 people who passed 1st dan, shodan, in 2020. And of that, 8,688 of them were female. So that's great, of course, because that's, a good high percentage. Obviously, it'd be great to get even more. And don't forget, this is 2020. Yeah, we all know what happened in 2020, and we're still not out of the back of, in all fairness. So, and then, it says that they hope to have the more improvement of female kendo. And then this is interesting too. There's a little diagram or a chart here showing the history of women's tournaments when they started having tournaments just for women. What year they were opened and began. And then at the bottom there's some data about, as we just said, about those pass rates. So there was 45 females who achieved 7th dan in 2020. So you can see that the figures, if you look into it really deeply, like they go in sort of on a decline. It's a bit of a sad thing because though in a few years ago a lot of ladies passed 7th dan, which is cool. You know, they've been in a bit of a decline, but in kendo in general in Japan has been on a bit of a decline, and of course the last couple of years have really not helped that. It gets into the tournament chart. We won't look into that too much, but that's the actual tournament tree. This tournament, again, because of the whole pandemic situation, there's no police officers present at this. So they're not, you know, this is why you might not see some of the really big names. And that includes, of course, with the Shimpan as well, actually, because some of the top female 7th dans, of course, are police officers too. And I think that's why we haven't seen them there. But let's get into this sort of chart of the players. So there's quite a lot of them, so we'll whip through them. I'm not sure where the where the key is for what these numbers stand for, so I'm going to guess, and apologies of course if I misread some kanji or anything like that. My Japanese reading isn't the best. So let's get into the players. So I'm going to be attaching the suffix senshu to the end of these names, just out of sort of politeness. So it just means competitor. All right, it's obviously normally you'd say san or sensei or whatever, but in this case we're going to use senshu, as that's the most appropriate. So representing Aichi Prefecture, we've got Oshima Yuria Senshu. She's 3rd dan. She's a university student in her 2nd year at Kanoya University of Sports, or I think it's sports science or something. Kanoya Taiuku Daigaku anyway. She is from Aichi Prefecture, and she has participated in this before. She's participated in loads of different tournaments as well at the All Japan level. So she's obviously a very well-decorated player. Definitely one to look out for. Should we go number 6? Let's go across this way. We'll go to number 6. We've got from Tokushima, we've got Yamada Riko Senshu. She's only 18 years old. 3rd dan. Again, another student in her she's a 3rd year high school student. And the number 3 is blank because this is number 3 is what university they graduated from. So if it's blank, it means they haven't graduated university yet. She's from Tokushima Prefecture, and again she's been in this. This is her first entrance in the tournament, and sorry, that was the same for the last player as well. But she has been in some other All Japan level tournaments. Number 2 from Gunma, we have Fukuda Ayuko Senshu. She's 4th dan. She's a company worker, age 23, so she's past university now. She's a company worker. She works for this the company name is here, Docomo CS. It's a mobile phone company. She graduated Meiji University. She's from Hokkaido. This is her 2nd time in this tournament, and she's actually came 2nd place twice in the All Japan University Championship. So she's another one to watch out for. Oita Prefecture, Yano Asuka Senshu. Asuka, yeah, it's really small. I've got it on my screen. It's bigger on yours. She's 21, 3rd dan. She's a university at Beppu University, 3rd year. She's from Oita, and this is her first time in the tournament. And of course, she's been in other tournaments as well. Osaka, representing Osaka, we have Kondo Saki Senshu. She is 23 years old, third dan. She's another company worker and she works for Panasonic. She went to Hosei University, very, very strong university for Kendo. She's from Ehime. So that's on Shikoku. It's a lots of very strong players from there actually. This is her first time in this, and she's been in the National Sports Festival, the Kokutai. From Hokkaido, we have Numashima Satsuki Senshu. She is a third dan university student. She's currently at Kokushikan University. I think we all know that's a super strong university. She's from Hokkaido. It's her second time in this tournament, and she's been playing very well at the high school level. Number 4, we are at Okinawa Prefecture here, and we have Matayoshi Kanako Senshu. She's only 18, third dan, and she's a high school student in her 3rd year. She's from Okinawa, first time in this tournament, but she has participated at All Japan level at high school, of course. Toyama representative, we've got Nakada Ayako Senshu. She's 32 years old. So, you know, there's a good range of ages in this. It's going to be a great tournament. 4th dan, she's a company worker. And I'm not going to read out all these companies unless they're super famous ones. And she went to Ryutsu Keizai University. So, like, I don't know that university. I might have even read it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's read it. She's from Toyama, and it's her first time in this tournament. But she did play at All Japan level, and she's been in the Kokutai as well. Representing Tokyo, Tominaga Hinano Senshu. She's 26 and 4th dan. Another company worker, this time from Panasonic. She went to Kanoya University as well, Kanoya Taiyoku University. She's from Ehime. I said before, didn't I, that that's a pretty strong place. And this is her 3rd time in this tournament. And she also, of course, was a member of the Japanese team in the World Kendo Championships. So definitely one to look out for. If I remember rightly, she does Jordan. If I remember rightly. Then we've got from Yamaguchi, we have got Ozaki Hinako Senshu. She's 36 years old. What they do is here they give her maiden name as well, which is Hamada. So she is actually Renshi Nanadan. So that's great, especially 36 years old. Wow, she's going to be good. Looking forward to seeing this one. She is a teacher, and she went to Tokai University, another very strong university. She's from Yamaguchi. This is her 3rd time in this tournament. She's been in the Todorfuken. She's very well decorated. You can see she's been in loads of tournaments there. Definitely one to watch out for. Number 11, we have Tokuda from Kanagawa Prefecture, Tokuda Koko Senshu, and she is 22, 3rd dan student, and I don't know what university that is, so might have to help me with that in the comments. She's from Kagoshima. She's been in, this is the first time in this tournament, and she's participated in the All Japan Senbatsu high school tournament. So from Kagoshima, we've got, I'm going to mispronounce this name, Kuwazuru, and her Manaka Senshu. Okay, so this 22 years old, 4th dan, university student at Kanoya Taiyoku University, 4th year. She's from Kagoshima, and this is her first time in this tournament, but she's been in a lot of other All Japan level tournaments, so she could do very well. Hyogo, we have Yukisato Luna Senshu. She's 21 years old, 3rd dan. She is at Kansai Fukushadai, I think that's how you read that. I might well be wrong though, so apologies. She's from Hiroshima Prefecture, first time in this tournament, but again, she's been in a lot of other tournaments, so she's very well experienced. Shiaisha, it's going to be interesting to see her matches. Osaka representative, we have Fujiyama Erina Erika Senshu. She's 33, sixth dan, and she works for Panasonic. She went to Osaka Taiku Dayaku, so Osaka University of Health and Sports Science or something. Is that how you say it in English? And then she's from Osaka. It's her first time in this tournament, but she has won the All Japan Jitsugyodan tournament, which is the company workers tournament, 3 times. So she's probably gonna do pretty well. I hope so. And then we've got from Miyagi Prefecture, we have Suzuki Midori Senshu. She's only 19. She's third dan. She's a first year university at Rikkyodai. I'm not really sure about that university. I've not heard much of it. She's from Miyagi Prefecture originally, and this is her second time in the tournament. From Ibaraki Prefecture, we have Kakimoto Satsuki Senshu. So she's a very famous player now. Second year at Hosei University. She's from Fukuoka Prefecture, but she went to high school over in Ibaraki, actually, at Moriya High School. I think, if I remember right, she was a very, very successful high school player. It says there she won the All Japan High School Championships. I do remember when she was a high school student, seeing her name come up a lot in the tournament reports. So yeah, I think she's a good one to look out for. I think she's definitely going to do very well. I'd like her to anyway. So yeah, that's that one. Number 14, we've got Koshida Momoka Senshu. She's 24 years old. She's representing Chiba Prefecture. She's 4th dan, and she is a teacher. And she went to that other university I can't read the name of. It's probably really famous. I should know it, and I don't. And she's from Chiba, and this is her 3rd time in this tournament. And she's obviously she also won the ladies university tournament as well when she was a university student. So another very strong player. I mean, they're all super strong players. I mean, this is the All Japan Championships, right? So Niigata Prefecture, we have Ogawa Ririka Senshu, 22 years old, 4th dan from 4th year. She's a 4th year at Nippon Taiku University, so Nikkei Dai, as it's very well known, the Japan Sports University. She's from Niigata. This is her 4th time in this tournament, which is impressive at 22 years old. And they've won the student championships, the university championships, I should say, and also the women's student championships. Shizuoka Prefecture, we have Kawai Kanna Senshu. She's 19, 3rd dan, university student, 1st year at Hosei University. Hosei University is very, very strong. Very, very strong. She's from Shizuoka. She is the 1st time in this tournament, but she's done pretty well, actually, at the All Japan Zenkoku Taikai. So at the high school tournament, she came 2nd, and she's entered the National Sports Festival, the Kokutai. Representing Fukushima Prefecture, we have got Abe Tomomi Senshu, 25 years old. She's a 4th dan teacher, and she went to the famous Tsukuba University. She's from Fukushima Prefecture. It's her 1st time in this tournament, but again, she has got a very well decorated career. So another one. I mean, they're all ones to watch out for. I keep saying that, but it's a great what do you call it? Like a sheet she's got there. So that's great. Again, Miyazaki Prefecture. Now we have Yamazaki Rina Senshu. She's 22 years old, 4th dan, university student at Meiji University. She's from Miyazaki. It's her 3rd time in this, and in the last one, I think it was the last one. Was it last time? She came 2nd place. So she's very good player. She's done well in other tournaments as well. Definitely one to watch out for. She came very close last time. Let's see how she gets on this time. Now we have a superstar from Fukuoka. She's representing Fukuoka. This is the one and only Seno Maika Senshu. 21-year-old fourth dan. She's a third year student at Kanoya Taiku University. She's from Fukuoka. And this is only her second time in this tournament, but she was the youngest member of the Japanese national team in the last World Championships. She's a fantastic player. She's definitely one to watch out for. She's definitely one I would say is in the group of favourites to win, or certainly go very, very far. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how Seno Maika Senshu does in this tournament. Next from Saitama, representing Saitama is Ogawa Sanae Senshu. I'm totally reading those names poorly. Some of these kanji are really small. That's my excuse. Anyway, she's 19 years old. She's third dan. She's a university student at Chuo University. Another very strong university. Haven't seen many. I think this is the first one actually that's come up in this particular instance. She's from Saitama. It's her second time in the tournament, but she's also done very well at high school. So yeah, another one that could do well. All of them could do well, of course. Next from Chiba, we have Ueda Miyabi Senshu. So she is third dan. She is a university student at Kokushikan University. She's in the fourth year. She's from Chiba, and this is her first entry in the tournament. From Hiroshima, representing Hiroshima, I should say, is Fujiga Rena Senshu. She's 21 years old. She's fourth dan, third year student at Ritsumeikan University, which is in Kyoto. But she's from Hiroshima. This is her second time in the tournament, and again, she's entered and done very well in other tournaments as well. Next, we have from representing Nara Prefecture, we have Shinohara Kayoko Senshu. Her maiden name is Ohashi. She is 34 years old, fifth dan, and is a teacher. She went to Osaka Kyoiku University, so Osaka University of Education. She's from Nara, and this is her fourth time in this. And she's also been in the Todofken, and also she did well in the All Japan high school tournament. Next, from Kyoto, we have Fujimoto Mei Senshu. She's 30 years old and fifth dan. She's a teacher as well. She teaches at Kumiyama High School. It's very, very well-known high school for Kendo in Kyoto. She went to Kanoya Taiku University. She's from Kyoto. Third time in the tournament. She also has been in the World Championships and came third in the individuals. She's been in the Tozai, another top level player, right? She won the teachers tournament too. From Aichi Prefecture, we have Sugiura, Sugiura Me Airi Senshu. I have to get really close to my screen to see that. Sorry about that. It's Sugiura Airi Senshu. She's 24 years old. She's fourth dan. She is a teacher, and she is from Tsukuba University. She's from Aichi Prefecture. It's her first time in the tournament, and she also participated in the All Japan High School Tournament. Next, we have from Ehime Prefecture, Iwanaka Marina Senshu. She's 23 years old. She's third dan. She's a student at Matsuyama University in her fourth year. She is from Ehime, and this is her third time in the tournament. She also has been in the All Japan Students Tournament twice as well. So, from Tokyo, we have Ushigi Marina Senshu. She's 23 years old. She's fourth dan, and she is a teacher. She went to Tsukuba University, very famous, and she's from Hokkaido. It's the second time in the tournament, and she also has been in the All Japan Students Championships. We're nearly there, nearly there. From representing Okayama, we have Negoro Yu Senshu. And she's 21, sorry, she's third dan, and she is a student at Horsei University from Wakayama Prefecture, and this is her second time in the tournament. Representing Osaka, we have Sumino Saki Senshu. She is 25 and fourth dan. She works for Panasonic. And she went to Kansai Gakuin University. She's from Osaka. This is her first time in this tournament, though she did come second in the students tournament, and she's been in the university championships as well. So next we are looking at the daihyo from Ishikawa Prefecture. Her name is Takagi Hinano Senshu. She's 21 years old, third dan, university student at Osaka Kyoiku University. So again, it's the Osaka University of Education. She's from Ishikawa. It's her first time in this, and she's been in the Kokudai. Next, we have Sakaguchi Mirai Senshu. 20 years old, third dan, and she is a second year student at Ritsumeikan University. She's from Kagawa. It's her first time in this tournament, but she has been in the Torofuken, and she has been in the All Japan level high school tournaments as well. Tottori Prefecture, this is Morita Machiko Senshu. She's 45 years old, so definitely, probably, she could be the oldest player in the thing. So I hope she does really well. She's sixth dan. She is a公務員, so she's a public servant. She works in a public role. It explains it there, but let's keep going. She went to Kurume. I'm not going to try and read that. It's really long and really small. But she went to university, and she's from Tottori. She's been in this tournament 4 times now, and she's been in the Todofuken and also the All Japan high school tournament. From Mie Prefecture, this is Inoue Natsuko Senshu. She's 25, 5th dan. She's a teacher. She went to Tokai University. She's from Mie. It's her first time in the tournament, but she has been in several others, including the Torofuken. Aomori Prefecture, this is Komatsu Kana Senshu, 23 years old. Very, very strong player. I think I talked about it last year when we did this video last year. I did mention how I did think she would do very well. She's 4th dan. She's a teacher now. And she was a student at Meiji University. So she graduated Meiji University. She's from Miyagi, and this is her 6th time in this tournament. So she's been there 6 times. She has been in the student tournaments and everything, but she's very, very experienced at this specific tournament as well. So I can see her doing very well. Yamanashi Prefecture, Aruga Maki Senshu. She's 27, 5th dan. She is a teacher at Meiji University, and she's from Yamanashi. She is been in this tournament 5 times as well as the Torofuken and the Kokutai. So she's gonna, she's gonna have experience on her side here. Another one that could do very, very well. Representing Tokyo, we have Kitai Saki Senshu. She's 18, 3rd dan, student, 3rd year student at high school. I'm not going to try and read that tiny little kanji. She's from Tokyo, and this is her first time in it. She's been in the Torofuken though, and she's been in the All Japan Students, so could be interesting. Kumamoto Prefecture, we have Inoue Himeka Senshu. She is 20 years old, and she's a 3rd year and she's she's a third Dan, and she's a second year student at the International Budo University. She is from Kumamoto, and it's her first time in this tournament. I think this is the last page. No, it's not. We've got a few more pages. Come on, let's get through this. So next we've got from Saitama, Shito Ayako Senshu. She's fifth Dan. She's a company worker. She went to this university, and she's from Yamagata Prefecture. It's her sixth time in this tournament, as well as several others. So another one that's very experienced. Definitely one to watch out for. Nagasaki Prefecture, Iwamoto Koko Senshu. She's 19, third Dan, university student, first year at Hosei University. She is from Oita. She is the second time in this tournament and has been in loads of others as well. We're going to speed this up now. From Iwate Prefecture, we have Fujisawa Kotoka Senshu. She's 28. She's a fifth Dan teacher. She went to Nikkei Dai as well, so the Japan Sports University. She's from Iwate. Second time in the tournament, and she's got a good number of other tournament experience as well. Over here, we are looking at Gifu Prefecture. We have Ito Misa Senshu. Her previous name is Imoto, and she is 25 years old, fourth Dan. She is a prison officer, and she went to Osaka Taiku Daigaku, so the Osaka University of Sports and Health Science, whatever it's called. She's from Fukuoka. First time in this tournament, but she has been in lots of other tournaments as well. Nagano Prefecture. Hokari Mayuko Senshu. That's 23 years old, and she is fourth Dan, university student, and it's just in her first year though. And I guess she's a what do you call it? Like, I don't know if it's PhD, but she's like a postgraduate student. Her previous graduation is from the Osaka Taiku Daigaku, so the previous, I said before, Osaka University of Sports and Health Science. She's from Nagano, and this is her first time in this, but she has been in the Todorofuken. Next, from Shiga Prefecture, Yagi Yuzumi Senshu. She's 19. She's a student in her first year at Kokushikan University. She's from Shiga. It's the first entry into the tournament. She's been in the high school tournaments and the Kokutai as well though. Next, from Tochigi, this is Suzuki Mizuki Senshu. She's 28, fifth Dan. She's a teacher. She went to so this is Tsukuba University, and then Daigakuin is it's like the postgraduate. So she's from Tochigi. This is her sixth time in the tournament. She's been in the Tozai. She's been in loads of stuff. So she's another one to watch out for. Definitely, that's Suzuki Mizuki Senshu. Next, from Niigata Prefecture, we have Kazuma Tatsuko Senshu. She's 21 years old, third Dan. She is a third year student at Niigata University. It's her first time in this tournament, and she has been in several others as well, though. So not inexperienced by any means. Next, Kanagawa, we have Tokuda Uta Senshu. She's 19, third Dan, first year student at Chuo University. Kagoshima Prefecture is where she's from. First time in the tournament, but she has been in the high school Senbatsu, that's the invitational. But they have to qualify for it still. Fukuoka Prefecture, this is Otsu Momoka Senshu. She's 22. She's third Dan, fourth year student at Tsukuba University. She's from Fukuoka. It's her second time in the tournament. She has been in the high school tournaments as well, of course. And she's even been in the Kokutai. From Kochi Prefecture, Satake Dan Senshu, 21 years old, third Dan, third year student at Chuo University. She's from Kochi, and this is her first time in the tournament, but she's been in the Todorofuken and several others. Next, from Aichi Prefecture, we have Hiraki Nanami Senshu, 25 years old, fourth Dan. She is a company worker for Panasonic, and she went to Asahi University. It's quite a strong university, actually. She's from Nagasaki, and this is her first time in the tournament, but she has been Zen Nihon Josh Senshiken Taikai Shitsujo. Okay, it seems to kind of sort of contradict itself there. I think they must have missed something. Maybe they mean the university tournament, because that seems to say, unless I'm misreading that she's been in this before, but then it says it's her first one. Anyway, let's move on. The Saitama, this is Hojo Momoka Senshu. She's 23 years old. She's 4th Dan. She is a company worker, and she graduated Hosei University. She's from Kanagawa. First time in this tournament, but she has been in the Todofuken and the University Taikai. Next, 57 is from Saga. This is Furukawa Hiroka Senshu. She's 19. She's a 3rd Dan, first year student at Hosei University. She's from Saga. It's her first time in this, but she has done a lot when she was at high school. Next, Ibaraki, we have Hamada Yuka Senshu. She's 21 years old, 4th Dan, 3rd year university student at Tsukuba University. We've got quite a lot of students from Tsukuba University here. She's from Hokkaido, and this is her 3rd time in this tournament. Hyogo. Next, Ikeda Hitomi Senshu. She's 21 years old, 3rd Dan. She is a 3rd year student. Sonoda Gakuen Joshi University, so girls' university. She's from Kagoshima. This is her first time in this, but she has been in the students' tournaments as well as the high school students' tournaments, so experienced player as well. From Nara, we have Aihara Kiano Senshu. I think I've read that right. 24 years old, 4th Dan. She works for Panasonic. She went to Ritsumeikan University. She's from Nara. This is her 5th time in the tournament, and she's been in the Todofuken as well as the Kokudai. So very experienced player. She could do very well. From Tokyo, we have Ogawa Kirara Senshu. 22 years old, 3rd Dan. 4th year student at Chuo University. She's from Kumamoto, and it's her first time in this tournament, though she has been in several others. From Yamagata, we have Kawamura Yukino Senshu. She's 21, 4th Dan, 3rd year university student at Kokushikan University. She's from Yamagata, and it's her first time, though she has been in the Todofuken and the Kokutai twice. From Fukui, this very, very famous player now, we have Onishi Nanami Senshu. She's 26 years old. She is 5th Dan. She's a teacher. She went to Tsukuba University. She's from Kagoshima. She's been in this tournament 7 times. And in the past, she's come 2nd and 3rd before. She's also won the teachers tournament and the students tournament and the Kokutai. So she's very well decorated player. Very, very strong. Chance of doing very, very well. So looking forward to seeing her matches. Last ones from Wakayama, Higashino Karen Senshu, 20 years old, 3rd Dan. She's a university student in her 2nd year at Kanoya Taiyoku University. She's from Osaka. She's entering the tournament for the first time, but she's been in loads of other tournaments, as you can see here. Over here, representing Akita Prefecture, Kato Yuka Senshu. She's 38 years old. She's 6th Dan. She's a teacher. She graduated Tsukuba, and she's from Akita Prefecture. It's her 13th time in this tournament, so very experienced player. She's been in the Tozai. She's been in the Todofuken. She's been in the teachers tournament and the Kokutai. So would really like to see her do super well. Chiba, representing Chiba, Hijikai Tomoko Senshu, 25 years old, 5th Dan, and she's a kind of teacher. And then she went to the International Budo University. She is from Chiba, and it's her 2nd time in this tournament. Final one from Shimane is Miyamae Kotoha Senshu. She's 19 years old, third dan. She's a first-year student at the Japan University of Sport, so Nittai Dai Nihon Taiuku Daigaku. She's from Shimane Prefecture. It's her first time in this tournament, but she has competed in all of the high school and junior high school tournaments. So that's everybody. There's some great ones to look out for there. I think we're going to have some fantastic matches. Before we close up the video though, we'll just have a quick look at this data that's presented at the end. This gives us a little bit of an idea of the sort of outlook of the tournament. We have first, it separates them by their shokugyo, that's their occupation. So students, this includes university and high school, there's 34, and teachers, there's 15, company workers, there's 10. Oh no, so it says koko, so it separates. I'm not sure if the gakusei are included. The high school students, there's 3 of them. I'm not sure if they're included in that 34 or not. But before, when it said occupation, it said student, and then even if they were a high school student. So I'm not sure if that's included there or not. Doesn't really matter. Public servant is 1, and prison officer is 1. The average age is 23.5. The oldest competitor is 45, and the youngest is 18. You do have to be 18 to enter this tournament, I believe. How many times the people have entered. So there's one player who's been in 13 times. We spoke about that a moment ago. One player who's been in 7 times. 3 who have been in 6 times. 2 that have been in 5 times. 3 that have been in 4 times. 7 that have been in 3 times. 12 that have been in twice. And 35 of the players, this will be their first tournament. And then finally, about their dan grade. There's 1 7th dan, 3 rokudans, 9 5th dans, and 21 4th dans, and 30 3rd dans. Okay? So then this just gives us a history of the previous tournaments, who won it and stuff like that. Interestingly, you'll notice that the winner of last year's tournament, Moroka Atsuko Senshu, she's not competing this year. I assume she did not qualify because they still have to go through the qualifiers. But this gives us a history of the winners. Quite interesting. And then it goes into like the sponsorship pages and stuff like that. So that was it. I know it's been quite a long video. I hope it was interesting. I hope it wasn't too boring. But I just thought it'd be nice to sort of introduce the program to you. You can go and download it from the All Japan Kendo Federation website. It is in Japanese, but you can sort of look at it along with this video if you want a translation. The tournament is this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great one. I always enjoy watching the All Japan Ladies tournament. I always watch it live. It will be live streamed via the All Japan Kendo Federation's YouTube channel, and of course I will come back and cover it afterwards. We'll probably look at some of the scoring points and certainly have a look at the final. I think that's it. I don't think it says anything about the match times. Actually, I just realized we didn't talk about that. It's probably in here somewhere. But anyway, that's it. I've been talking for long enough. Thank you for staying with me to the end. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, shop at KendoStar, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.